and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. We are a program that is sponsored by businesses in the community, and we'd like to thank those businesses now for helping us and giving us an opportunity to bring information to you at home about what's going on in your area. We'd like to thank our premier supporters. They do include the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County, and the United Way of Steele County. Thank you to them. Also, thank you to our primary supporters. They include Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Coda Living Community, and Park Place Senior Living and Little Theater of Owatonna. And we could not do this without our interlude supporters. They include Abraham Consulting Technologies, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Meager and Tim Thomas of the Brick Meager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House and Clare Bridge of Owatonna, Carlson Brandstad and Company CPAs, Fairview Animal Medical Center, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clanter & Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator, Profinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. Thank you to all those businesses for making this possible. And if you, a viewer, would like to thank them as well, we'd love for you to go over and say, hey, we saw you on the Owatonna Today Show, and thank them by giving them your business as well. We are always looking for new supporters, people who want to come up beside us and help us make us a great program that you would like to enjoy watching. So if you are interested, give Leanne Alt a call at 390-5751 and let her know about what you'd like to do to join us right here on the Owatonna Today Show. We're going to be speaking with the Culturfest team, people who stepped up and said, let's bring a little culture to Owatonna. And then we're also going to be talking to the Community Bank and their 10th anniversary. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Dan Brandstad of Carlson Brandstad and Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hi, this is Laura Ressler greeting you from the Steele County Historical Society's History Center, where we're honoring the past and looking towards the future. We're proud to be a sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we are back with the Owatonna Today Show. I have with me Sue Schroeder and Rod Baker. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing great.
Very good.
You're here to talk about Culturfest, and we talked about this several months ago, way back when, getting things revved up, and you are right around the corner. This event is coming up.
Yep, a week from tomorrow.
It's going to be amazing. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Lived in the community since early 1987, so we've raised our children here and are really committed to this community and see this festival as kind of an opportunity to come together and really celebrate all of the diversity that's among us, and then we enjoy some out-of-towners as well.
Do you work in the community?
I do. I'm a public school social worker. Primarily work at Wilson Elementary School.
And so you see a lot of diversity within the school day.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and what I love about the Culturfest is that you reach all ages. So those elementary school students and helping them be aware of the culture around them and actually be, appreciate that. Yeah, good. Yes. Rod, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been here 25 years as well, and I work at Federated Insurance. Have 4 kids here in town, raised them as well, and there we go, I guess. And it's, part of it is just been involved with Culturefest again since the beginning, and doing grounds and helping out with entertainment and food and all that kind of good stuff.
And what makes you passionate about this event? Because it's a lot of work. You have to be kind of passionate to do this kind of thing.
It is. There's a couple of things, I think. One, first of all, it's a great group of people to work with. Our group on our board is such a fun group, and I think we all just get along so well. And it's a nice effort that we all put into it. And second of all, I just think it's a great chance for people to learn about other cultures and celebrate them. Right. And not only celebrating our own, but a chance for us to learn and appreciate other people's culture as well. And I want my kids to have the same have that opportunity as well. So
I like what you said, Sue, about celebrating. And one of the ways that you just celebrate is you have all sorts of performing groups who are coming forward and showing a bit of their own culture, some of the stuff they do. So tell us about some of the performances you have this year.
I would love to do that. We have an awesome main stage this year. Susan Bachman is going to start us off on the main stage with a group of students that she's been working with at McKinley School. McKinley was awarded a residency grant through the Southeastern Minnesota Arts Council, and Susan is going to bring a Gutenberg press into the school and teach kids about the nature of using a printing press. Kids will have an art display at the festival, and then they're going to address all of us and let us know what that experience was all about. After they're done on the stage, then we have a lot of different variety. We have a West African dance troupe that will be with us with percussion and movement. We have a bluegrass band called Tangled Roots that will bring bluegrass music to the stage. We have a 30-member robed Black African choir coming from Mount Vernon Baptist Church up in the city, directed by Fred Steele. He is one of the Steeles, the family Steeles, and they performed at one of our first festivals back in the days when we were at Washington School.
Yes, they did.
And it was fantastic. So that'll be great. The Quetzal Aztec dancers, which are really a crowd favorite, will be back with us again. And we have Irish dancers with us. So for all of those of you out there that have Irish background, we do have Irish dancers. I get that question a lot. And then we will finish up the afternoon with a geography bee. On the main stage. And this year we have 14 students who have each passed the 3 books of the World Passport program, so they're eligible. All kids are invited, but 14 this year are going to be coming forward. So
there's actually a pre-test before the geography.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, because I asked you what a sample question would be. So, like, what would be a question that the students might get?
They may be asked how many countries there are in the continent of Africa. Yeah. Or they may be asked what the largest river is in the United States, or what the capital of the Czech Republic is. So it's a variety. There's questions based on mountain ranges and waterways, as well as cities, and also questions about export-import. So it'll be interesting.
Is there an award for the person who wins the bee?
There is. There's a trophy to the first place, second place, and third place winners.
Nice. Is this something that maybe will be on a grander scale, like the Scripps spelling bee, where there could be national winners as well?
You know, that's an idea.
Yeah. You're welcome. You can take that. That's free of charge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like to help. I'm a helper. But there's so much more than that. And Rod, there's also you're going to have demonstrations as well.
Yeah, there's several demonstrators that we have coming in. We'll have parkour again this year. We had them I think 2 years ago.
Explain parkour.
Now parkour is these guys. It's kind of a cross between gymnastics and I don't know what else they have, but it's
like skateboarding without the skateboard.
Exactly. So they'll be jumping off different things. They do flips and all this kind of cool stuff.
It's very urban.
It is very urban because they use whatever's in the vicinity, what is available to them. So in the urban settings, it could be stairs, it could be the wall, it could be whatever it happens to be. And so they're jumping and leaping and twisting and twirling and all this kind of good stuff. And it's really quite interesting because they're really good athletes. I mean, they have to be really in shape and very fit to do this. You just don't flip off a wall and land on your feet.
I have flipped off a wall, but it wasn't
as good. No.
Well, and we were talking that actually there's a gentleman from Medford, Fitzgerald, who is part of the group that's going to be coming. I don't know if he'll be here that day.
I don't think he'll be here,
but he is a part of that group. And so we do have some local roots of some young men who've enjoyed parkour and can actually do it and are in that kind of shape to be able to do it.
Exactly. And so we're looking for it. It was just a great hit the last time, and we have them different parts throughout the day. I mean, a few here and a few there, I think, is what we'll end up going on again.
It can be kind of startling.
It is, and it's really a lot of fun. We have the Steele County Historical Society. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling this morning. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yes. Anyway, doing their Pioneer Days, so there'll be butter making and weaving and all this kind of good stuff going on. We have a Lace Maker Society that's coming in and showing Belgian lace type stuff, which is really quite interesting to watch them do their little thing and their moving stuff.
Too.
It is, and it's very fun to see the amount of work that goes into it and the skill that's needed to make really nice lace. We have spinning wool from an Angora bunny, and where the bunny actually sits on her lap and she just pulls the stuff and spins it into wool. And the beauty part about this stuff is it's so soft and warm. You get a chance to feel it in the mittens and the scarves.
And you can see that the rabbit's not being harmed in any
No, the
way.
rabbit is just sitting right there. It just doesn't seem to bother them at all a bit. It's something you have to see, because I originally was going, how are they going to do this? And anyway, I got a chance to see it last year, and it is amazing.
The soft fibers and things.
Right. We have alpacas coming. That'll be a chance to check that out. We have some girls from the Latino culture celebrating their quinceanera, which will be great, and explaining 15th birthday and explaining all about that and what's involved and what the big celebration and kind of what's the historical part of that and the cultural part behind that. We have a rugby match going on in the afternoon, which is a lot of fun. It's been doing that now for at least 10 years we've been doing.
Nice.
And it's a lot of fun to see. These guys are out there, and it's a good chance for us to see, again, something that we don't normally see. And there's also an education. They teach us, and they'll talk about it. And like when they're lifting the guy up by his shorts, and it appears, what's going on there? What's type thing.
A play-by-play.
A play-by-play, so they get to know. We have African braiding along with henna type going on. We have beekeepers showing us honey.
So much stuff to see.
So many different demonstrations. We're really, this year has been a great year for the amount of demonstrations we have. So it's a whole bunch of learning and chance to actually get, see what's going on, not just talk about it. You get to see because they'll have stuff there.
And there's also hands-on opportunities. You have here a passport that kids are asked to take, and then they go to the tables in the different countries, and they talk and they learn a little bit about all those different cultures and communities.
28 different countries will be represented this year, so the kids will get to go to the demonstrators, who are also going to serve as passport stations. So the kids will get to do hands-on activities, whether it be Japanese origami or they learn about Thai massage from Abby Shaver, who's a local girl, a certified massage therapist here in town. They'll have a chance to do hands-on activities learning about all those different countries. So
it's going to be a great day. You need to go September 28th at Wilson.
At Wilson School.
What time does it start?
Starts at 10:30 in the morning with opening ceremony, and we go until 4:30 in the afternoon.
And how much do you charge?
We charge nothing. It is a free, open festival to families and children, all and young and old, all through the community.
But there will be food vendors also.
Yes.
So you get
We'll have
something.
Come hungry.
Come hungry, because there'll be people there to feed you as well all
Thank you
afternoon
so much.
long.
And I know it's going to be a great time. Enjoy that. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
And we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, Ann Plascanco here from Senior Place, and it's our 25th anniversary this year. We provide health and wellness programs, and one of those programs is massage therapy with Betsy Wright.
Yes, Repose Massage can give you pain and stress relief naturally, so make an appointment today.
Yes, and find out all the other programs and services we have to offer and join Senior Place today.
Have you talked to your teen about marijuana lately? Maybe you should. Regular marijuana use can sap a teen's motivation to learn. Users do not live up to their potential and drop out of positive activities. Marijuana affects memory and learning and stays in your system for weeks. Marijuana also affects judgment and perception. Reaction time when driving is reduced by 41% after smoking one joint and 63% after smoking two, affecting the safety of your teen and other drivers on the road. You need to talk to your teen about the effects of marijuana use. It's not just a harmless high. For more information, please contact the Steele County Safe and Drug-Free Coalition.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we are back with the Owatonna Today Show. We are talking with some members of the Community Bank. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How are you? Good. So glad you're here because we're celebrating. It's time for celebration. Let's go through. I'd like you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll talk about what we're celebrating. Let's start with you.
I'm Dale Bowers, President CEO of Community Bank Owatonna. I've been in Owatonna, I'll be 20 years next year. Originally I was with Owatonna State Bank, and in 2001 that bank was renamed in 1996 and sold in 2001, and some individuals that were on my board at that time, board of directors, said we need another locally owned community bank in Owatonna, and so we opened up January 13th of 2003. Actually, we've been in the building was 10 years in July of 2013, mm-hmm. and so we're celebrating our 10th anniversary here in September.
Good, thank you.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Spatenka, mortgage banker at Community Bank Owatonna. I've been a lifelong resident of Steele County for actually my whole entire life. Moved up to Community Bank a little over a year in April. Was very excited to be with a locally owned bank, which says a lot. Everything stays in the Owatonna area. Been in mortgage lending for 14 years. Have 2 children and 1 grandchild.
Congratulations. And you, good sir?
Right. My name's Steve Grams, and I've been with the bank since the formation, which was 10 years ago. Dale and I and some other individuals were lucky enough to be able to form the new bank. I've been in banking since I graduated from college many years ago, so it's been about almost 30 years in banking, and I've been in the Owatonna area here almost 20 years.
So you might know what you're doing.
Well, it changes. It changes a lot.
Yeah,
so,
we were talking a little bit about that. You started a bank 10 years ago, and things have really financially have gone up and down and up and down and back and forth. And it's been amazing to see that this bank is still here. It's still working. It's still servicing the community. Talk to us a little bit about the history of the bank.
Well, when we started in 2003, we moved into a trailer that was on site when our building was being built, and we had some interesting times in that for sure, with some freezing up of water and those kinds of things. But we raised about $4.5 million to start the bank, and it took us about a month to do that.
Oh, so that shows that there's a lot of faith in what you were doing.
There was a lot of interest in having a locally owned community bank here. Today, the same bank would probably I think Steve could attest to that, probably around $12 million to start a bank like ours today. We're about $53 million in assets. We serve the community. We have no borrowed funds at all from the bank. We make loans to small to mid-sized companies. I think our largest company is probably under $10 million in gross revenues and probably under 100 employees. We've been profitable 9 out of the 10 years, which is great, and of course all that goes to our customers who've helped us along the way to get to the point where we're at, and that's why we are celebrating and having a customer appreciation luncheon from 11 to 2 on the 27th, Friday the 27th of September.
When I asked you about that, I said, why celebrate 10 years? What's the big deal? And you said...
Yeah, and our customers have, it's to celebrate with them because without them, of course, we couldn't have achieved what we've achieved today. And the bank is, some people want personal service, and that's what we are about. I know other banks will start out with a good start with customers. But when it comes to service or they have a problem, all of a sudden they're off into another world of 800 numbers or sent someplace else, or the personal service kind of goes away. And we're here to provide that service.
Well, and all of you, having been long time Owatonna residents, you know the people who are walking in. You know them, their histories, the things that they're going through in their life. It's not just a business transaction for a community bank like yours.
That's true. We watch the kids grow up, and I've seen in 20 years of being here some kids going through high school and through college, and now married and even having kids of their own, and still attending weddings and know the family dog, and so yeah, you get to know the family very, very well, and it's good and probably bad in a way too. But
does it lend a certain amount of responsibility for you as a bank to make sure that you are taking care of them as best you can?
Well, I think so. I always look at my job as to get someone to retirement age and have something in retirement, and if they do, I've accomplished, I think, what I've set out to help them with.
Good. Rhonda, you are a part of the business, of course, and you work with home mortgages, and it's been a rocky, the 14 years you've been doing this, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, so you've kind of rode the wave, haven't you?
Yeah, every day's a challenge, actually, in the mortgage business. It's like, first thing you do, or what I do, is look just to see what changes have taken place. Mm-hmm. We're constantly getting upgrades, from Fannie and Freddie, and it's a challenge, but you know what? I don't have kids at home any longer, so challenge is good. It keeps me young.
Well, and that's just it. Is there's in the past 10 years, there's been so much legislation as well as changes, and you as a lender have to understand those changes and be able to then explain them to the people who are sitting across the table from you.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, I believe it was 3 years ago today they put in place, where we had to go get fingerprinted, background checked, in a process, which is totally understandable just in the mortgage business because you're dealing with people's livelihood,
Mm-hmm.
So just to make a loan to anybody, just to say you made a loan, just is not the right type of ethic or the right type of lender
Right.
out there.
And part of that is understanding all of the paperwork and the legislation and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Are we seeing an upturn? Are we seeing people being able to get loans a little bit easier, or more homes being sold?
You know what? The mortgages for homes being bought have totally increased. I mean, in the last year versus a year ago, we're doing awesome. There's still changes, and they still have the guidelines. They did do away or are doing away like with the 100% financing in the Owatonna area, such as like the rural development loans. It did not go away totally in the Steele County area. So they're looking to have people put a little bit of money down or some money into the transaction, which I think says, a lot about if you put something into it, it's harder to give it up.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I think that's what some people, and it's kind of reshaping the culture. I think that would have been expected 20 years ago. You are expected to put money down, and things kind of changed as maybe some unethical people got into business. They weren't fingerprinted.
Yeah. Exactly. Their background check, right, computer application,
Right.
and I tell people, go to a bank because a bank's always going to be around. So if I'm gone, hopefully, these two will be there, or, someone there that can help you with that and say, hey, I did a home mortgage 10 years ago, my lender's not here, versus if you do it on the internet, or, just someone up in, out of your area. Who do you go back to if you have a question or a concern?
Yeah, and there are a lot of questions about refinancing and those kind of things, and if that's right for you, not just yes, do it, but if it's right for you. And the same thing also is for business lending. There's new businesses. I know we want Steve to be able to have new businesses and grow those and those kind of things. But, that first step, starting that small business.
We have seen an increase recently in business lending, and that's good. It kind of tells us that we're are seeing some growth out in the economy, the local economy. So this last year has been a good year, and we have a range of products to help people out, and we work with businesses, whether they're a startup or somebody just thinking about starting up. They can come and see us, and to existing businesses, and the thing that's nice for us, again, like Rhonda was saying, you can come in and actually sit down and speak with somebody. Your decision is going to be made at the bank, and it's not going to go, well, we need to talk to St. Paul, or we need to go to Cincinnati or something like that.
Which makes you kind of feel like you're buying a used car. Let me go talk to my the big cheese and see what I can do for you.
Well, it's just nice if somebody walks in and says, well, just I was wondering where we're at with that. You don't have to say, well, let me pick up the phone and find out where it's at. You can talk to that person right away. And it was the same thing in the mortgage lending area, and you're getting an answer from the person that's working on it, not somebody else that's out of the area.
Well, we talked about this earlier, that personal connection. You're responsible for them, so you're not going to say yes to take a loan, but is this the right thing for you?
Yeah, and we have our procedures and things that we have to go through, and the regulation is much greater than it used to be, but we try to keep that pretty seamless, so those things are behind the scenes. And so sometimes we may ask for more documentation, and that we had to do.
Too,
but it's for the safety of everybody. And but we have a lot of resources out there to help people, and this community has a lot of resources, and so we're one piece of that puzzle.
Really quick, I do want to say, when is the appreciation luncheon again?
It's actually Friday the 27th.
Okay, and
from 11 till 2.
Right,
we're holding sending out some invitations to our customers now.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. It was educational and a lot of fun. We really appreciate it. And we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amy Martinez.
And I'm Adam Martinez, owners of Snap Fitness in Owatonna.
Snap Fitness is a fast, convenient, and affordable fitness center, and we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
It's time for a quick look at your community service announcements. Cannon River Watersheds Partnership's annual watershed-wide cleanup is coming up September 21st from 9 to noon. They'd like you to help clean up the area. You can do that at Owatonna, Medford, Faribault, or Morristown. They're going to clean up the Cannon and Strait rivers to help our water be healthier. Details on locations can be found at their website, which is crwp.net. You can also call Leslie at 507-786-3915. And the Mayo Clinic is having their Women's Health Day Saturday, September 28th. It's women of all ages coming together. They're going to have all sorts of activities, and that starts at 7:45 with registration and shopping. The program is at 8:45 to 12:30. Pillow cleaning, and as for them to be cleaned, deodorized, and sanitized, is coming up Monday, September 23rd at the Associated Church, and it is sponsored by Circle 5 from 6:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. You can also buy custom-made new pillows and down comforters. They can also make sure that your pillows are cleaner with a little more effort, and it's a fundraiser for them. So please check that out Monday, September 23rd. And the Pumpkin Patch is coming October 5th and 6th. At the Steele County Humane Society is having dogs and cats available for you to come and adopt while you pick up your pumpkin as well. It's like a two-for deal. From noon to 3 at the Oakview Nursery Pumpkin Patch in Owatonna. You can contact more information at 451-4512. Thank you so much for joining us. Please join us again on Monday when Betty will be here talking about all sorts of fun things. See you later.